tackle spot, Jeremy Stafford. We've left Clemens in at a tackle. Let's see who else we got. Henson, Kelly back in the secondary. Zachary goes in the secondary. Tressler stays. We're also getting another defensive end, Ryan Langford.
Connell Jones split to the near side, but he's limping. And they give it to the second man through on a draw. This is Stoker, 40, 45. Stoker still on his feet. Rolls over the 50, down over the 49 to the 11 and 48-yard line. First down for the Trojans with 2:19 remaining in the football game.
We're talking to some folks here during the station break, and they tell us Jarvis Smith is the kind of kid, if he was physically able to be out there for the second half, he would be. And apparently that ankle giving him some problems. We never saw him after intermission.
All right, 1st and 10 for the SoddyDaisy ball club, and they give it to Stoker again, coming to the near side. He'll make the 45, and Lebanon will drop him at that point. In on the tackle is Jeremy Stafford, and big 45 coming up out of there. That's Jason Henson.
Checking in
on the stop. Excuse me.
Here comes Reeder at a defensive tackle spot for the Blue Devils, and also in at the nose position is Whitefield.
Everybody's white shirts. Kelly's the only man out there now, with and Ron C. playing center field. And they pitch it on a reverse, coming to the near side. Kelly's got him for a loss, and they down him back at the 50-yard line, but they will not, his forward progress, beat that. They'll spot it, I think, at about maybe the 48.
Great job of preparation by our coaches, getting these kids ready to go, Clyde. They are reading defensively as well as they have all year. They read the double team block. They saw the man pull and try to lead on the trap. And here came Kelly, the linebacker, following his keys, going right to the football.
And it's third down and 10 now with the football back at the 11 and 49-yard line. Williams up under center, back pedals and wants to throw. Fires out to the near side to Jones, and he has got it, and he's killed. Oh, what a hit by Tressler. And Tressler and Ron C. has delivered some in that secondary this time. Those receivers, whoever we have played, have really paid the price after making those catches. What a hit by Tressler.
Tressler put the wood on him. They got the reception in the first down. Clock running at 40 seconds, but Tressler just put the zap to him.
4th and 1. Williams hands off to his man up the middle, and he's got the first down, but Lebanon will stop the play down at about the 36-yard line with 29 seconds left on this clock. The first down will stop the clock. 29 seconds left.
They have dumped the Gatorade on Randall Hutto, and he's wet and cold.
Boy, this is not the time. Well, after a win, who cares, but it's still cold.
Here comes Mike Bartlett, defensive coordinator for the Blue Devils out there. We'll take a quick 30-second break. Now, I'll tell you what, we won't. We'll leave it right here.
Here they come, out of the huddle and up to the line. They're going to put wideouts left and right. It's 1st and 10.
And Mike is still in the huddle.
There's only 20, maybe he's going to play tackle. There's only 29 seconds remaining on the scoreboard clock left in this one. Lebanon leading 24-0 in a who would have thunk it ball game here. We kindly expected the Blue Devils to play a good one, but they have played a good team tonight. Quick pass over the middle. They throw Lebanon's hot pass and pick up the first down at the 25-yard line. And that took 5 seconds off the scoreboard clock. There's 24 left.
Timeout will be signaled by SoddyDaisy, and now we'll just kind of recap a little bit. We didn't do much looking ahead, to be perfectly honest with you. Lebanon was concerned about coming into this game tonight, playing well and letting the chips fall where they may. But the Blue Devils will be traveling east once again next week, as we will play at the winner of Morristown East. And Clyde, do you remember who the other team is? Clinton and Morristown East. Teams that finished 2nd and 3rd in their respective regions, so we avoid playing another number 1 after knocking off number 1 Soddy here tonight, and we'll just see what happens next week.
Well, who knows? They put double wideouts out left and right. Williams is back to throw. Clock winding down. This one's going to be over. Williams going to be eaten alive. Back on the 30-yard line, back at the 33. The Lebanon secondary gets to him, or the Lebanon second team gets to him. Led by Lee Wright was in on that tackle, and Tommy, a couple more blue shirts.
Good job as that Reeder and Wright converge. And, John, that's it. Lebanon the winner.
Tommy, I can't say enough about these Blue Devils traveling all the way up here to number 1 SoddyDaisy on terrible field conditions. This field is nothing but a big mud words can't describe the feelings that this sideline is going through right now. They're really excited, and I just tell you, we're really proud of these Blue Devils tonight.
Okay, we'll be back, folks, after telling you that final. Lebanon 24, Soddy nothing. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following Blue Devil supporters: Fakes and Hooker.
Welcome to the post-game show with head coach Bob Dillard and sideline reporter John Bryan. Brought to you by Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, your Porter Paint dealer. Southern Home Furniture. Auto Parts and Service, Lebanon, Carthage, and Gallatin. College Street Church of Christ Youth Ministries. And Harris Brothers Cabinet Shop.
Down on the field, Dale, quickly, this note to you: if you'd call the TV stations back in Nashville and give them this score, I'm sure they would appreciate it, and that'd save us some trouble on this end. We're going to send it down to a happy Bob Dillard, head coach of the Blue Devils, with John Bryan and the Blue Devil post-game show.
Thank you, Tommy. Once again, Coach Dillard, heck of a ball team you brought up here to SoddyDaisy, Tennessee.
Well, those guys deserve all the credit. They did a good job. They had a good week of preparation all week, and they came out and played with intensity and desire tonight. And you know, those guys just weren't ready to hang it up. But we challenged them yesterday and told them that the team that won this football game would be the team that wanted to win it the most. And I think it was evident tonight that our guys wanted it more than they did.
Sure enough, first half we teed it up and took it to them, and second half we took them completely out of their offense.
Yeah, our defense did a super job. I can't say enough about Coach Bartlett and our other defensive coaches, Coach Hutto, Coach Angel, Coach Clemens, and Coach Grissom. They've done a super job all week long, and I'm just fortunate to be able to work with a group of guys that do as good a job as what our assistant coaches do, and I'm proud for these young men, and I'm proud for our assistant coaches as well. They deserve this.
Coach, everyone played well tonight. You know, we turned the ball over a little bit in the second half, but I'm telling you, these field conditions were terrible, and it's amazing that Damon hung on to the ball from center as much as he did.
Well, this is probably the sloppiest field that I ever remember us playing on. I know at Baylor a few years ago it was sloppy, but it wasn't anything to compare with the conditions here tonight. But you know, we fumbled the football a few times, but you know, we moved it, and we were able to get that one there with Ron's interception there late in the ball game. And you know, our defense just set the tone in the second half. They couldn't get anything established offensively, and when you play good defense, it gives you chances to score and chances to win, and our guys did that tonight.
Coach Elliott Carson in the first half made a couple of big catches, one for an extra point to get it to 14, and then the 2-point safety that we picked up really helped us.
Well, we felt like that was big. You know, when we ran the fake extra point, you know, that was big, but then the safety was really big because they've got to score twice and get two-point conversions to tie it. So we felt like that was big, and then Elliott made a couple of big catches. He come over to the sideline. He said, "Coach said I'm wide open in the middle," so we threw it to him, and then we hit him again on the fade there later in the game. It was a big play that got us a first down and kept the clock moving. So all our guys did a good job tonight. I'm proud of them.
Not to mention the interception he pulled down. That was a jump ball.
Yeah, well, he's going to win most jump balls. He did a good job there.
Coach, I'm going to let you get back with your team, your family, your coaches. Excellent win tonight against a big SoddyDaisy team. Their coaching staff was really fired up before the game, and y'all really took it to them.
Well, you know, there's a lot of fire and emotion that's played in high school football, especially this time of year. And, you know, the team that plays with the most is the team that's going to come out on top 9 out of 10 times. And they were fired up, and we were fired up, and it was, you know, it was a good night for high school football.
Tommy, we're going to take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll make it a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll bring it back for the final stats.
The post-game show has been brought to you by Fakes and Hooker, Southern Home Furniture, Auto Parts and Service, College Street Church of Christ Youth Ministries, and Harris Brothers Cabinet Shop.
The scores, and folks, stay tuned at 10 o'clock for all the scores, the playoff implications, and who plays who next week, as Lebanon will advance and take on the winner of Morristown East and Clinton next week, once again up here in East Tennessee. Terry Stafford has got all the numbers on this football game, and there are some solid ones for the Blue Devils, and here comes Terry Stafford with all those stats.
Thank you, Tommy. Lebanon advances to the second round of the TSSAA playoffs by defeating SoddyDaisy here in SoddyDaisy tonight, 24-0. Let's take a look at the scoring. After a scoreless first quarter, Lebanon got on the board with 5:52 left in the second. Lebanon goes 52 yards in 6 plays. Brian Reeves scores the touchdown from the 1-yard line. The extra point is no good. Lebanon led at that point 6-0. Lebanon gets on the board again in the second quarter. 1:35 left in the quarter as Ryan C. receives a 35-yard touchdown pass from Damon Pitt. Lebanon going 37 yards in only 3 plays. Lebanon fakes the extra point at that point. Tressler throws to Elliott Carson for a 2-point conversion, and Lebanon led 14-0. Then with only 9 seconds left in the half, Andy Gibson, the punter for SoddyDaisy, was back to punt. The snap goes over his head. He manages, after 2 attempts, to finally kick the ball out of the end zone. Lebanon gets a safety, and Lebanon led 16-0 at halftime. The only scoring in the second half, Danny Williams threw one to Ron C. Danny Williams is a SoddyDaisy quarterback. Ron C. picks it off and goes 55 yards for a touchdown. Lebanon gets a 2-point conversion run from Brian Reeves, and it's 24-0 Lebanon. Lebanon